With your CIG-TV News Brief, community headlines and weather forecasts on this Friday, I'm Donna Bush. Glad you could join us. After 3 meetings, the Single-Use Plastic Stakeholders Committee is in agreement to recommend restrictive legislation on certain single-use plastics here in the Cayman Islands. It all starts in January of 2021. The committee, led by government ministers Dwayne Seymour and Joseph Hugh, has agreed unanimously that part of their proposal to be submitted to government will include legislation to restrict certain single-use plastic items, including checkout shopping bags, styrofoam takeaway containers, plastic straws, plastic drink stirrers, and plastic cotton swabs. Now, the committee will continue to actively consider whether other single-use plastic items will be subject to legislation. Opportunities for public input are planned for later in the year, and a dedicated email address is also currently being established and will be shared shortly, which members of the public may utilize at that time for further information or comments for the committee. Today, dozens of female and male athletes from John Gray High School competed in track and field events for their various houses at the high school. Minister Joseph Hugh headed out towards to give out awards and medals to those who made it to the podium.
It's important that we encourage our students to not only do well academically, but to have a wholesome education, including their athletics and getting the necessary exercise to grow the body, to nourish the body, and to nourish the brain as well. But some amazing talent here today. The races have been exciting. I wish I saw more parents and more support in the stands, but certainly I am happy to be here. One of my favorite parts of the job.
Meantime, the Cayman Islands Athletic Association, with support from FEB, will be holding a series of track meets for primary age students in the coming weeks. Here are more details on why the meets are being held and the importance of getting the support.
It aligns with our preference to sponsor events that surround child and family welfare, and particularly with sports. And so we see this as a great opportunity to promote what we already do in the community and to get involved with this event at a very early stage. We see this event as important for 2 reasons. It's a great event because it's giving children an opportunity to participate in a great sport, but it's also the inaugural event, and we see it has great potential, and we want to be involved from day one and see it through as it grows year on year.
We'll be having a series of meets, 2 meets to be exact. The first meet will be on February 29th, and the second meet will be on March 28th. So the meets are geared towards primary school age athletes and also clubs who wishes to participate. There will be cash prizes for the first, second, and third placements, and also a trophy. So it would be an ongoing process. It's a series of meets which will continue for years to come. So we're very grateful for FEB for coming on as a big sponsor, and they have truly demonstrated corporate social responsibility.
And speaking of primary school students, Georgetown Primary is one of 9 primary schools on islands to receive a new bus for field trips across the Cayman Islands. Government officials and district MLAs handed over the new 28-seater bus this week as students marked the occasion by cutting a ribbon. All government primary schools will receive new buses on Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac, and Education Minister, the Honourable Juliana O'Connor Connolly, emphasized that government is providing the buses to ensure that educational experiences of students could be enriched by way of field trips and extracurricular activities. A special feature was a presentation by the Georgetown Primary School Boys Choir at the handover. Now, the Georgetown Primary Boys Choir also bagged the gold medal last Monday at the annual National Children's Festival of the Arts competition. We say congratulations to them. Well, the national airline Cayman Airways is conducting flights with one of its 737-8 MAX aircraft as a necessary part of its maintenance program. CAL's 2 MAX aircrafts have been in an active maintenance program and have not flown since the airline voluntarily grounded its fleet back in March last year, becoming the first airline in the world to do so. Involved in the maintenance flights are airline captains, a flight observer from the CAACI, and a manufacturer representative. The date for the maintenance flight of the second MAX is yet to be determined, but will occur by early next month. Now for a check on other community stories making Radio Cayman headlines this Friday. Premier the Honourable Alden McLaughlin has travelled to London with other senior civil servants and financial services industry leaders to conduct a series of meetings. They will meet the new FCO Minister, the Prince of Wales, UK ministers and parliamentarians. To be discussed include the recent decision by the European Union to put the Cayman Islands on a blacklist. And for these and other Radio Cayman stories, you can go online to radiocayman.gov.ky. Turning now to the forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service for this Friday. Light northerly winds and slight to moderate seas are expected across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours. As a cold front moves through the central Gulf of Mexico, the front is expected to become diffused over the Cayman area Saturday morning. Radar images show isolated showers in and around the Cayman area are moving west. Well, today's high temperature reached 86 degrees Fahrenheit, the low 75. We can expect partly cloudy skies becoming cloudy at times with a 30% chance of showers, especially tonight. The winds are from the north at 5 to 10 knots this evening, becoming 10 to 15 knots from late tonight. Sea conditions are slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Some swells are likely along the west coast from late Friday night. For more on our local weather, you can go online to weather.gov.ky and you can also download the weather app, CINWS. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. If you missed it for today or this week, you can go online to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page or the Cayman Islands Television YouTube channel. For now, I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining me, wishing you, of course, a safe and wonderful weekend and inviting you back here again on Monday. Until then, bye-bye for now.